Hey folks, welcome to the Torah Hour of Power. I'm Levi Ben Abraham with your friendly neighborhood Rabbi Rabbs Reamer. And we discuss the weekly Torah portion every Monday night, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Pasha Talk, the Torah Hour of Power. On my live cam and here again on these YouTube broadcasts. So, we've got a lot of notes from last week, from discussion in the chat room that we didn't get to talk about, and then we've got a very rich Pasha this week to discuss. But I turn it over to the Rabbi to talk about anything from last week.
Yeah, last week. Thank you, Levi. Last week, in the chat room, one of our viewers named Ellen. Is Ellen in the room right now? Let's see. Oh yeah, Ellen's in there. Hey, Ellen. Who else is in there? D-Medic. Hey, D-Medic. Hey, Greg. How's it going? Is that your friend? Hi, Mamalek. Hey, how's it going? Not sure who everybody else is. They're just guests. So anyway, so last week Ellen was in the chat room and said, because I was going off on rap, right? And said, hey, how about Rabbs open up the show with a rap, and I'll give him $5, right? And what happened was, we should tell him. Today,
we got a pizza.
We got a pizza. Ellen, viewer Ellen, thank you very much. Ellen was delicious. Sent over a pizza to us before the show started, right? Half of it was pineapple, which is my favorite topping, and enjoyed it very much. And so I kind of feel like now I owe the rap, don't I? Because it's like, that's $5 right there, right? So here's the rap that I'm going to start off with. Okay, you ready? It's got like starts off the same way the Rabbs rap goes. If you're familiar with it, it's a comedy video on my YouTube. So here's how it goes. R-A-B-B-I, R-A-B-B-S, Rabbi Rabbs, yo. My man Levi Ford, and I will bring you the show. This broadcast ain't about picking up no honeys, bitch. It's all about bringing home the monies. Check it out. Yo.
I thought you hated rap.
I hate rap, man. It's crap. But for $5, you can get me to do a lot of stuff. Especially if it's pineapple pizza, man. You don't want to get Rabbs to do something pineapple. Make sure you're more in the video, kid.
Yeah, you're an entertainer.
That's what I do. All right, so should I get to some of the other stuff in the chat room?
Yeah.
Okay, so last week, D-Medic. Hey, how's it going, D-Medic? Who you like, by the way, because he's got exceptional grammar.
That's right.
But you wouldn't date him
because he's a guy.
Right, but if there's a woman with exceptional grammar, she needs to apply with him.
Exactly.
But if she's got bad grammar, she's out.
Exactly.
Okay, we got that straight. All right. You took a lot of of static from your friends on Facebook about that. You really fired.
Well,
people.
whenever people say I would never date such and such a person, it always raises people's hackles. It's like because you're announcing a standard. So whenever you say I've got this standard, and this is what it is, you're always going to upset people, because whenever you have a standard, some people by definition are excluded.
I think you like upsetting people and ruffling feathers that way.
I thought you like upsetting
No, I'm
people.
not the one who put that into my status profile. But maybe you know what I'll do? Maybe one day this week or next week I'll put like, I will only date somebody who does XYZ, and just let's see what happens.
Exactly.
Okay, let's see. We'll see. Remind us, viewers, remind us to do that. All right. So D-Medic asked the question. He says, Rabbs, when you think of rap, what exactly comes to mind? So I wrote down an answer. Well, I'll just read. So when I think of rap, this is the following that comes to mind. I think of juvenile efforts to create lame poetry without musical accompaniment. That's what I think of. And rap I think of what was embraced by Schwartz youth, by black young people, and it took black music into the lowest common denominator. It's not even music. It's just rhyming, simple rhymes that like kindergarten kids would do. It's like, I can rhyme because I got time, and baby, I got the dime. And it's just like, you know, we all went to kindergarten. We get it. It's stupid, right? And it's a bad name for black music. If I was a black person, I think I would be totally embarrassed by this. You know, I mean, it's just like it makes black music look stupid. and it should have never been accepted by mainstream America. And it especially looks stupid when Jews do it. Because no matter how you slice it, a Jew looks pathetic acting black. There's no way to put a happy face on that. And I would ask every Jewish rapper out there, are you that insecure about your own Jewishness that you need to go ahead and imitate black people?
There's something very appealing about authenticity when people are true to who they are. Because I know that when I, for instance, don't live up to Orthodox Judaism, like, non-religious people, like, get upset with me. Like, when you identify as something and then you do the opposite of what's expected from you, it annoys people, because they can't depend on you. Like, dependability is like a great asset for human relationships. Like, is this person dependable? This person says he's an Orthodox Jew, but he eats at McDonald's. Like, what's up with that? I don't eat at McDonald's. I've got my other foibles. And so too, one of the great things about traditional Torah Judaism is that people who practice it, you know who they are. You know where they can eat and not eat. You know what they'll be doing on Shabbat. You know kind of the limits for the type of work they can do and where they're going to live. And many of their most important life decisions are made for them once they identify with traditional Torah Judaism. Now, someone who's Reform Jew or Conservative Jew or lives much more like the Gentiles, then they have a lot more choices that they have to make in life because they've got a lot more freedom. And so America in particular is just a beguiling country. There's just so many great things that you can do. You can be gay, you can be straight, you can be an atheist or a theist or a believer in Jesus or a Muslim, or you can go between, you can be ecumenical, or you can be into yoga. You can do all sorts of things with your life. So in particular with regard to Jewish-black relations, you find that many Jews say, look, Judaism for me is about fighting for social justice. It's about fighting for civil rights. And they strongly identify with the black experience. And it's really important to them to be able to pray with black people and to fight for the rights of black people and for the voting rights and economic rights of black people. They strongly identify with the black experience. So Jews were very important in the civil rights movement, but then once it got going, did the blacks want the Jews like helping them out all the time and saying this is the way to do it? No. Like, there was this strong backlash against the Jews for helping them so much. So many Jews were like, oh, why do some black people have, not want our help anymore? Like, I just love to help black people. I don't understand anymore. But the Jews who are most invested in living a Jewish life, let's say Orthodox Jews, say, take them in Brooklyn, for instance, they have the fewest misapprehensions about who they are. They don't think of themselves as black or wanting to be black. They don't strongly identify with the black experience. They think, oh, we have so many things in common with American black because they were persecuted and we've been persecuted. No, they lead their own separate lives. They've got enough to do being a traditional Jew, putting on tefillin in the morning and praying 3 times a day and keeping kosher and making a living and providing for a family and studying Torah. That keeps you so busy there's no time left over to wonder and to lie on your back in the sun and go, I wonder what I should be today.
Good. Can I keep going here?
Yes.
Okay, so D. Medic asked another question. He said, as in specifically, is my aversion to rap because of raps is some sort of a perversion to music?
Mm-hmm.
My answer is yes. And I would say not only is rap a perversion to music, but when it's done in the name of Judaism, rap is a perversion of Judaism. And by putting words in there about a motzi, making a motzi, or matzahs, or dreidels, you're not raising rap up to the holiness and the kedusha of Judaism. Instead, you know what you're doing? You're taking the holiness of Judaism and you're tearing it down and pushing it into the toilet where rap lives. That's what you're doing. Okay, that's what you're doing. So don't fool yourself. You're destroying and trashing Judaism by taking and talking about these things within it. And I would personally say that it's better if these